Dear twin flame souls out there, welcome to the Twin Flame Awakening Journey podcast, and today is an episode number 69. In today's episode, we are going to talk about the surrendering and letting go. Many of us have heard over and over and over again, just surrender, let go, and your twin flame will return, or things will happen. But it's easier to say than done, because if you're not going within, if you're not letting go of the old energies, surrendering is very difficult, because you are in the energy of lack, need, want, and in a belief that your twin flame is rejecting you, or overall that these things will never happen to you. And this is where everything will start to shift. In today's episode, I will bring out examples of what it means to surrender, what it means to let go, and why is it so important on this journey, and how come it is not about another person. So welcome back to this podcast over here. I hope you will enjoy this episode. If you do, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon here again. So what it means when you surrender, let's start from that. First of all, you will learn and you will understand that it's never about this other person. You will realize that this other person who came to your life, so-called twin flame, came to show you of who you are. That's why it's called that twin flames are your mirror. They show you who you are. And they give you the energy, the purest form of love energy, to become you, to finally be yourself. And the reason actually I'm making this episode today is that the beginning of this week, I had a beautiful call with a man who first, when he came to the journey and had a call with me, was very lost and also did not believe in himself, did not see who he is, and did not understand exactly what this journey is about. It was this need, want, and feeling rejected, feeling that this person is not loving you, which is not true. I just want to say to you that if you are really on this journey, if you have really met your twin flames are an unconditional love. And there is no rejection, and there is no feeling that they don't love you. But it's our mind that will make this up because we have this belief system. And now again, you could tell me that, yeah, but my twin flame told me they don't love me and they don't care about me and sort of that. Well, first of all, make sure that you are on the twin flame journey. Second of all, when they are not ready to admit this, when they are still in their ego state, it will take them time to understand what happened. Because as we know, this journey is so profound, so scary, so crazy, and it brings out even the worst part of us, which we normally don't want to look at, which we normally don't want to deal with. But it's going to happen. And what do you think is not going to happen with them? Of course it is. So twin flames, in a sense, are your mirror. And when I had a call with this young man at the beginning of this week, and he's going to come to our group session on Sunday. We have another group session. Those of you who would like to join, it is absolutely free for my Patreon supporters. It's $5.99 a month, where you're going to have an access twice a month for the group sessions, extra content such as channeling, meditations, and so on. So you can join this and you will hear from other stories. And when he came on the call and he said, and here I'm going to tell you now of way of becoming your higher self, and why I'm talking about why is it so important to become your higher self. Why is it so important to connect with your soul? Why is it, how it's going to change your life? And that's why I'm not here to lie to you or sell you something that, oh, this is going to happen, you're going to be happily together, this is, I could lie all of that. I could easily say all of these kind of things. Well, not so easily actually, because my my higher self gets very upset when let's say there is a misinformation or there is an energy that is lower vibrational. But obviously I could do that. But I'm not here to do that for you. I'm here to help you to become your higher self, to connect with your source. And when you do that, the magic will start to happen. But it will not happen when you are constantly obsessing over this other person. When you constantly are thinking, I'm going to do this when he or she is going to return. I'm going to go and be this when he or she is returned. I am going to be happy when this and this is going to happen. This will not happen like this. You need to reverse that. And first of all, why do I recommend following things such as breath work, meditation, kundalini, Reiki, Vipassana, for example, is very powerful. Definitely there are more things, or ayahuasca, those of you who would like to do. But actually, I would say why I like breath work the most. And those of you who are coming to the retreat will experience this. And why I'm talking about this is that this young man who came to the call on Monday, he had that experience. He went on a retreat. And on this retreat, they were doing every morning breath work. They had a very interesting game, which I'm definitely going to learn, and I'm going to definitely apply this for our upcoming retreats. If I'm going to ever do this, I don't know. We'll see how the first one goes. But he got so much clarity about who he is from his higher self. And this would happen to me as well. And that's why I'm talking about it, why it is so important to become your higher self before any kind of union, before any kind of being together. Because twin flames, I think they're main in the sense of like purpose or reason is all, like maybe not the main, but one of them is to show you of who you really are. And you need to become this. You need to let go of limitations. You need to let go of beliefs that are no longer true and no longer serve you from who you are. We are limiting ourselves more than ever in the sense of our mind tells us, this is not possible. This will not happen. Don't try to do this. Don't go there. Don't do this. And the fear of rejection, fear of failing, fear of not being good enough, fear of being alone when you're going to be yourself. You're not going to be alone. I promise you. Once you are going to be your higher self, you're going to have more people and more beautiful souls around you than you ever experienced in your life. But yes, when we are going through this hard part of us, we feel very lonely. So coming back to this young man who we'd on the retreat, and he came to the call again, and this is what I love. This is what I truly love. Every time when this happens to the people I work with, and I have told them what to do in their life and connected to the higher self through channeling, because my aim is like, I want you to become your higher self because I know the power of this. I know the power of being your higher self. And it's not power in a negative word. It's a power of feeling that you are alive, that you are serving the world, that you are connecting with the souls, that you enjoy what is happening. And then in this, how do I say, the feelings such as I'm not good enough, my life is not working out, I feel stuck, I feel sad, I feel lonely, I don't feel alive, all of this will start to go away because you become your higher self. You're going to be the true version of you. And when you're a true version of you, your ego cannot no longer control you. Our egos are very fragile. Our egos are a lot about good and bad, beautiful and ugly, this and that. So we are always, and when somebody criticizes our ego, we get very defensive but our higher self takes this with love, with gratitude, with opportunity to learn, opportunity to grow, opportunity to enjoy. And so, again, I keep on coming back, but when he came on a call, and like I said, nothing makes me happier. Every month I see one of my, I don't want to call them my clients, because I would say my soul family, who becomes their higher self, and they call up to me and say, I get it now. I understand. I have to tell you what happened to me because now I understand what you're talking about. And nothing makes me happier. Then I'm always going outside, giving a gratitude to the universe and saying, thank you. Thank you so much for guiding this person to become their higher self. And what happens, so when he came on a call and he realized and he told me so much more information and he's coming on our group session, what happens is when we surrender and when we become our higher self, we no longer care about the outcome. We no longer have this fixed mindset of how things should go. We're starting to realize that it's all somehow a game and an opportunity for you to be your higher self. So you are not thinking, I want my twin flame to say to me that he or she loves me. I want my twin flame to return and say these words. I want my twin flame to be next to me right now. No. You will realize, oh, I'm going to do this because that's going to make me feel good. And I'm also going to express my love towards my twin without thinking if my twin flame will return this love or not. I'm just going to say one thing before all of this. When you are not yet ready for this, when you're not ready to surrender or let go of the outcome and just be over there, because you need to let go of the old energies first. Don't force yourself. There is no way of forcing. You can't just tell yourself, oh, now I'm surrendered. And 5 minutes later, you are again in the same feelings, such as feeling I'm not good enough, my twin flame doesn't love me, I'm not connected, it's not happening to me, and it's all, let's say, it's all unfair, it's a scam, all of these kind of things, let's say, the feelings that are coming up. Don't force yourself. Start investing in your energy. Start shifting your energy. So whatever you can do, like I said also, from right after my retreat, and I'm so thankful for those who are coming to the retreat, because I really, really hope that this will shift you, change you for a lifetime. And it's one time. This is the spirituality is ongoing, which means we constantly need to be open, learning and everything. But when you connect with your higher self, and you are connected to your higher self, you're just going to take this life or this time we have on this earth as a video game. You're realizing, today morning, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do the best I can today. And if I'm going to fail, that's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up for failing. I'm going to go back to the beginning and start over again. And then I know how to overcome the failure. Then I know. And it becomes for you like a game. Think of yourself as a child. We would never be walking if we fell down the first time when we did the first steps. We would never be walking today. So we need to understand that it's okay. It's okay for us to fail. It's okay for us not to know things. It's okay for us to learn new things. It's okay for us to open our heart, even though our heart got hurt. But we cannot operate in our ego. And so when you let go of the outcome, first of all, the outcome will become better than you ever experienced. Connect with your higher self. Your higher self will tell you everything that is going to come. But also you have to understand that if you are going to be in a mindset that I want this to be this way and I want this to be that way, and if this is not going to happen this way, I'm not going to be happy, then you are already set for unhappiness. Expectations lead us to the place where we're going to be unhappy. Because if the things don't go as you were expecting, You're going to be unhappy because you wanted certain ways, but you did not see why the universe, why you had to get it this way. And the more you're going to let go, the more you're going to let go of the outcome, you're just going to think about it. Okay, what is the best thing I can do today? How can I learn something new? How can I express my love better? How can I take a next step? How can I believe in myself more? And from there on, you start doing it. Again, I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to come back to the fact that doing breath work is magical. I will definitely put up the workshops for the next year. Sorry, not next year, next month, where we're going to have weekly sessions just with breath work, all of that. Because I just want to understand, like I said, bottom of my heart, like deeply inside of me, I want you to be your higher self because your life is going to change in the best way. And your twin will return on that time. Because why? Because you also have to believe that you already have it. You already have the outcome, how you would like to have this. But here is just another thing that I often come across with. When I ask from a person who comes on a call with me and we talk about it, or I ask them, how would you like your twin flame connection or love or everything to be today? And you who are listening this today, think of yourself as well. Take a moment to think, how are you going to think about this? Do you think about, because often I get the very generic answer, which is, I want them to back next to me. I want them to be here. Okay. But you don't even yourself at this moment believe that they're going to return. And I know that. I've been on that place as well because I thought this is not real, this is not happening, and my twin flame will never return. Well, as a matter of fact, you're always connected with your twin flame forever. From here on, you're always connected. Whatever is going to happen in a life-wise, it's going to happen. Today I posted incredible video on my Instagram stories about unconditional love. And I would highly recommend you, everybody, to listen. I will highlight this, or maybe I will reshare it on my Instagram that you could have a look at this. But we need to understand that twin flames are about unconditional love. They are not with conditions. And if you believe that you deserve unconditional love, when you believe that you will accept the way your twin flame is going to come to your life, if you believe that you already have it, then there is no way that it's not going to happen. If your belief system is around, like for example, I'm just going to bring an example for you to help yourself to understand. Today you're thinking, I would like my twin flame to come back. I would like him to return this way, send me a message. Then we're going to do this together, and then we're going to do this together, and so on. And the next very moment, you're going to step into fear. What if my twin flame doesn't love me? I think my twin flame doesn't love me because my twin flame hasn't spoken to me last 6 months. When he left, he didn't say anything. Oh, I feel if my twin flame is going to say this, I feel rejected. If my twin flame is not going to respond, I feel rejection. And all of this is actually all in your head. So which means you are not believing into this connection. You're not believing that it's going to happen. Because as soon as you get an answer or reply that is not exactly how you were expecting or how you wanted, you believe that your twin flame doesn't love you. But how come your twin flame can return, or how the love can return when you don't even believe that this love is there? So it has to start from you. And of course, coming back to the unconditional love, I am not saying that you cannot be with your twin flame. Absolutely. If it's meant to be, you will be with your twin flame. But you need to believe in this, and you truly need to believe in this. If you only saying, I believe my twin flame returns, and when I will ask you, well, how your twin flame will return, What will happen when your twin flame returns? How do you feel about when your twin flame returns? And you have no answers? That means you don't actually believe your twin flame returns. You are just saying this in order to hope that they will return. And hope is great too. But you need to get into the state that you believe they are here. You believe that you are connected. You trust. And another day I had this enlightenment of realizing why there are many, let's say, coaches or people are saying to you, delete them from your Facebook, delete them from your social media, delete them on your phone, and then they're going to return. And I realized why they're saying this. And I'm not the biggest fan of that, although I did the same, which today I a little bit regret because I don't have all of the messages from the beginning, which were absolutely beautiful. And they were a purest form of love, which ignited me to become who I am today. But, well, they live in another way now. I don't have them physically no longer. But what I understood from this, and this is what I'm saying it, how do you know if you're ready to let go and surrender? And this is why I understand why there is this concept around. But it shouldn't come from the place of fear and place of insecurity and place of rejection and place of feeling, I'll do this and then they'll return. It should come from the place of trust, that you trust that if you are going to delete today your twin flame everywhere, if you are going to remove your twin flame from everywhere, you have no contact with them, that you trust and you know that they're going to come back. But it has to come from the place of trust, which means you can remove yourself from all the social media. You can remove yourself from everywhere, that you hide yourself. And you just have this inner knowing. If he's my true twin flame or if she is my true twin flame, they will find me regardless. I don't need to show myself. But isn't that funny that we actually act the opposite when we first come to this journey? And I am guilty here too. I am extremely guilty over here. And I'm not gonna, this is why, how do I say, I'm the last person to judge anybody. I'm the last person to tell this is wrong or this is right and this is how you have to do. I did all of these things. Coming back to the social media, I could post constantly on social media, constantly show what I'm doing, where I am, how amazing everything is, meanwhile dying inside. But my main desperation, and that's desperation, and that's an energy of lack, need, not trusting, was that if I post on social media, maybe my twin will see it and will know what I'm doing and will know who I am. Because that showed I did not trust the connection. I did not trust the love. I did not trust anything. I just constantly needed to make sure that I am around. But when I learned to trust, when I connected with my higher self, again, when I did a retreat last year, that's the only reason why I'm doing the retreat this year, because it changed everything for me. The conscious breath work, what we were doing, I like how our guide says about it, naturally becoming high. And that's why I'm a big fan of breath work when it's done properly. Because your body has all the chemicals, your body has all of the ways of getting you in so-called high. So in a sense, you don't have to take any other medications or not medications, supplements. I'm sorry about medication word. Supplements in order to get there. You can get there through your own breath. And that's magic, which means you are connecting with your higher self. That's what we're going to do on a retreat as well. I have the same coach, same guide coming over. She's very well known and she's absolutely incredible. So I hope you will enjoy that. And I will make sure that in the future, we will have workshop and so on, where you can do this live with us from your own home and feel the same thing. And why I'm talking about it is because, first of all, you haven't taken any substance, anything that will get you there. So which means you are in a very pure form of realizing how to connect with your higher self. I have a couple of them on my Patreon, which you can try as well, and you can feel how you're going to connect with your higher self. You can read the other people's comments in order to understand how it works, what they felt. But I would always say, that's why I'm not saying many things. I had a 30-minute channeling actually out there, which now I'm going to say, but I don't always often say things. It has with the chakra activation. The music is to open all of your chakra activations. And I didn't say that for the fact of I wanted to see how it's going to react on you. And when I got the feedback that what they felt, what was happening, then I could tell them, yeah, that's normal with chakra activation. That is what's going to happen to you. And when we're going to activate our chakras and we're going to release, because we need to release the old beliefs, old energies. I'm going to be very honest. You will not be able to surrender and let go if you don't release the energies. The only way of doing this is connecting with your higher self, channeling. Absolutely fantastic. It changed for me in a retreat, everything. Because my channeling told me, channeling is when you connect with your higher self. And it told me simply everything about this connection, about what's going to happen and what do I have to do and who I am as my higher self. And that was an eye-opening for me because I realized I've been constantly in a fear state that, let's say, my twin doesn't love me. I couldn't love myself. And it's not because I know when we say I couldn't love myself means like I didn't love like nowadays these words like love yourself, self-care, all of that. No, I was very, very hard on myself. Even if I did something great, I would never say to myself, wow, what an achievement. You did it so well. But if I did something wrong, I would go over and over again. I could not sleep the whole night. We'd be like, okay, now you have to do like this. Now you have to do like this. This was a mistake. This shouldn't be. This is a complete self-torture. Where is the love there? And how it can even grow? It cannot grow because I'm constantly critical about myself. So I had to connect with my higher self, who told me everything of who I am. And the reason that happened to me was because of meeting my other part of the soul. And I'm forever thankful for it. And that's why I say that another part of like letting go and surrendering into this journey is when you have finally the understanding that it's never about the other person, it's about me. And why I'm talking about it, because now just think about it. Take a moment to think about it. When you are your higher self, when you are loving yourself, when you are enjoying the life, when you are taking care of your body, when you are eating well, when you, let's say you do workouts, you're eating well, you're connecting with people, you're reading books, you're becoming this magnet. How many of us have seen, let's say, you go somewhere and you see a girl or a man who is maybe not so attractive, let's say not exactly completely beautiful, but they have this aura, the energy, like they feel confident. They are around. They are not afraid of saying their truth. They're like, and not a negative truth, like uplifting truth, encouragement. They have this confidence in their body. Everybody is attracted to a person like this. Everybody wants something from this person because they feel that power. They feel how this person enlightens them, how this person is giving them something. And it's never about how beautiful you look, and because you all do. You all have your unique beauty and you need to embrace it. And the more you're going to embrace it, the more beautiful you become. It's not what we have outside. It's about what we have inside. And what I'm going to say, because we can see this over and over again in the society where we are living. And I'm not saying this is the wrong thing to do. You do what makes you happy, but make sure that it will make you happy. Make sure that it's going to, even you can be the picture beautiful woman or a man. But if you don't see that, how beautiful you are, others can feel that. And so that's why we have, epidemics of beauty industry. Everybody, Botox here, Botox there, new nose, new boobs, new this, because we're not happy inside. We're not who we are. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be doing it. Sometimes we need to fix certain things here and there. And sometimes if that makes you happy, go for it. But I just want to make sure that you are absolutely happy. But we see this over and over again, that when we change something about our appearance, we're not going to get happy. As we know, why shopping is another way of people work very hard. They haven't got the time to go within. That's why, again, I'm going to say, invest in your energy. Invest in becoming your higher self. Invest of connecting to your source. Invest all of that. Books. Again, you can, there are 3 books which I would tell you this month to read. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. All of them links are in bio as well, if in case you forget. The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. April Fools, You're Not Dying, You're Just Waking Up. Very easy to read, helps you to gather what is happening with you through your spiritual awakening. I have more books coming, and I'm actually going to make this mandatory for our people who are in our group to read at least 1 book a month that will help you to become your higher self. So that's why, let's say, for example, shopping. People think, oh, I'll go buy new clothes. I buy all of that. They do all of the shopping. And then they go home. Again, they're empty. They just feel like, okay, I have these things, but I'm not feeling the joy. I'm not feeling the happiness. So instead of spending your money, and that's why, how do I say, the world has realized that let's give everything very quickly. 1 click away and you have this. Let's do this very quickly and you have it. But this will not bring the happiness. What brings the happiness is connecting with your higher self, connecting with the love, and feeling this love within yourself. And I promise you, then whatever is going to come in your life, let's say someone's going to bring you let's say you have a birthday party, and someone's going to bring you a little book that you were maybe not a fan of, but you will then that moment realize, this is a gift for me because it's guiding me towards something. And you will connect with amazing people. So that's why becoming your higher self and letting go and surrendering is called freedom. It's called freedom for you. And why I'm talking about this when you're your higher self, your twin flame will definitely return. Because like I said, when we see a person who is in their own element, in their happiness, connected to themselves, and everybody wants something from them. So now my question is, why your twin would not like to have you when you are radiating like a glowing angel, glowing bubble, glowing ball? Why? It's because, and so instead of chasing, instead of constantly thinking, my twin doesn't love me, my twin said to me this, which means they're rejecting me, I haven't heard from my twin so many years, and you're sitting there and you are killing your own energy. So today's message from this surrendering and letting go is, it's time for you to become alive. Start from the one thing first that you will start investing in your energy. It's very simple in that sense. First of all, try to sign up somewhere for breathwork sessions, or you can try the ones that I have on Patreon or on YouTube. Whatever is coming on your way, try this and do it daily. Meditation and journaling. These are the things. If you are now in the pain and you don't understand what to do next, start from there. Of course, you can talk to someone, and sometimes we need the clarity. This was something I was feeling that I needed when I was first coming to this journey, that to talk to someone, just to talk about it. That it's not for me so much, it was not so much about an advice, but I just needed to get this out of me. I just felt like I'm dying with this. Nobody understands me. What is happening to me and why is it not stopping? Why I cannot stop this? And all I was somehow hoping that I wish I could talk to this with someone. So today, obviously, I have opened up on my website that you can book a session with me. We can talk about it. We can do the energy activation, which will help you to breathe and ease and let go of a little bit. Then Patreons, in that sense that, like I said, you can join the Patreon and you have an access to the monthly group calls. I also understand that not everyone has finances to pay for everything. Sometimes life falls apart along this journey. Sometimes you feel like, I don't even have, right now, I don't know what's gonna come next. That's why, even if you don't have and you are on my email list, which you can sign up on a website, you can still join the call and you can still feel the energy and you can still get free access of sharing, connecting. So just don't hold yourself back. And coming back to this young man who I had a call with, and he was like, I realized so many things about himself. He's going to come on the call and he's going to talk in detail. But because I don't like telling other people's stories when it's their journey. You know what I mean? It's like, I just wanted that they share their happiness and their revolution of understanding things. And it just, I mean, I know when you're listening to me, you'll be like, oh my God, she's a bit crazy. But you just don't believe how much how happy and how excited I get when I see how the pain is slowly going away, how this realization of this becoming a higher self is there, and now the magic will start to happen. And I just want to say that you have to think of yourself that you are the universe. And it sounds a little bit like crazy, but you are the universe and creator of your own life. If you sit in the energy of rejection, abandonment, loss, not believing in yourself, not seeing of who you are, afraid of speaking your own truth, connecting with your spirit guides, connecting with other souls, taking risks, what you expect from your universe. You create your reality. But you can only create this reality based on the frequency you are in. Your energy is everything. Energy is absolutely everything. Everything what you are, you attract. Everything what happens to you will come to you. I also had another day a call because recently my twins' higher self has been very, very active. It's just like I get signs and messages in right front of my face, and I'm like, okay, I understand. I understand what is happening. But then I had a call also with another beautiful soul, and she came on the call and she was speaking a little bit in French. And I was like, all right. I immediately connected. I realized, okay, I had to hear these things in French because of my twin, in a sense, because my twin speaks French. And I was like, I get it, I understand. So every time, how do I say, you have all the answers in your universe. And you can call me crazy. And I'm all about crazy, believe me. Everything what is your frequency, everything what is your energy, everything what you are, what is reflecting back to you is showing something for you. So if you need to have a shift, if you need to have a change, it needs to first come from you. It will not otherwise happen. You will never find this happiness. You will never find this inner peace. You will never find the courage to be yourself. And it's not for me to tell you that you're doing something wrong. I know that. I know all of this, and that's why I'm here today, to help you to get where you're supposed to get, to become your higher self. And again, I'm going to say, once you are your higher self, your twin flame will return. Like in 3D, they will return because they will see you, they will hear you, and they will feel attracted to you. Because who is, like, just think of yourself again if you have ever seen people and you're just looking at them and like, they're not so special, but I just feel so drawn to this person. I just feel their energy is so magical. So, and your twin flame will feel the same. So do not have any, watch your energy frequency and work on this. Breath work, Reiki, Kundalini, ayahuasca, vipassana, reading books, doing the meditations daily, journaling, channeling, mirror work, shadow work, all of these things will help as well. So in this year, 2024, make yourself an investment into your energy. Go on the retreats that will help to uplift your energy. Read books that will help to uplift your energy. Listen to the podcast, listen to the, let's say, frequencies, music that will uplift your energy. And I promise you, from today on, in about 9 months, you will see a complete different world. And you will be like, aha, now I get what she's talking about. Now I understand. So this was actually, and I just want to say another last final thing about the let go and surrendering. When you know that you are there, but do not force it. Work on the energy before. You have to come to this mindset that even if you express your love, you have nothing to lose. And I had this another day, this, how to say, a vision about, think of yourself like a book. You are a book with blank pages. And every person that comes to your life, every coach, every teacher, every guide, every friend, comes and writes one chapter in your life over there. And now this is your book. You are the universe. It's up to you what you're going to experience and how you're going to experience. So if you are going to open your book and meet another person who's going to guide you to the next level, I tell you, all of the people, all the guides are in your way if you open your book and let this chapter to happen. But if you just sit there and you will not take action, you will not start changing today. And the simple change can be read The Power of Now, read The Alchemist, read the book by April Fools, You're Not Dying, You're Just Waking Up. Eat healthy food. Obviously, when you have Kundalini activation and your energies are activated, often you start eating very well because you really care about your energy centers, your chakras. It's just that your body will no longer accept. It's just your body immediately will refuse alcohol, cigarettes, everything that is going to come. It will just not take it anymore. But you need to take these steps and do something you've never done before, but you always wanted to do. Go solo somewhere. Be by yourself. I tell you, I promise you, your life is going to change. And this is the best gift for you, because once you're connected to your higher self, you will see things differently. You will feel things differently. And then comes the time when your twin flame is going to come back to your life. But don't stop living in between. And I would say, once you are fully surrendered, fully that you really have this, and that's why, in a sense of feeling that deleting them, like you trust, I delete them from everywhere. I don't talk to them. It's okay. I'm going to let them go. Like you really feel like you can let go. Just think of yourself that, let's say you're standing on a cliff and now you need to jump down from the cliff. You don't know what is underneath there, and you're going to jump down, are fully trusting that it's going to be okay. But it cannot come from the mind. It has to come inside of you. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you got some takeaways from it and maybe some clarity of what it means to let go and surrender. Like I said, on Patreon, we are meeting up on this 3rd of March, 12 o'clock New York time, 6 o'clock Paris time. It will be 2 hours. We can talk, we can share, and I definitely want to talk about this time again, what it means to become a higher self and the tools that will help you to become your higher self. I am so happy that each month I get a call when someone tells me, now I know what you were meaning. Thank you for this. And that just warms my heart, opens everything for me. And then about the retreat, like I said, we're going to have our very first retreat, and this is exactly what you're going to experience, what I just told you today. So it will happen 7, 8, 9, 10th of March here in Cyprus. I just want to say, we are 11 of us. I have one spot extra if someone decides on the last minute to come and join us. So in case you feel, oh, it's very last minute, but there is a one spot, you can still join. And all of the information is on the website where you can see what we're going to do. And this is what you're going to experience. You're going to experience becoming your higher self. And these tools you will take with you for a lifetime. Next thing is that I realized something. And I just want to say a huge thank you. Huge thank you. I didn't even know this. I'm a bit slow sometimes. But I have seen that some of you have put supers on YouTube. And now I realized that the supers are money support. Like you give a little money. And I just wanted to say huge thank you. I had no idea. I just figured this out right now. And I was going back and I realized, oh, wow, thank you so much. I thought supers are just like points or something like this. I had no idea. I'm very sorry. I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. I hope one way or another I can give it back to you and help you. So again, thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for supporting one way or another. Every like, every subscribe, every love, anything helps. So, and if you find this useful, and if you see that the world should be seeing it more and help, maybe it will help someone, then of course every like, every subscribe helps a lot. Anyways, I just wanted to say a huge thank you again for you to be here. You are the love and light. Again, I hope you learned something from today. I hope you will take an action. And I see you soon. Lots of love and light.
Like stars that never die, you and I will shine during the darkest times. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season of love. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When sun